Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk all about one of my most favorite personal development books. It's called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, the dear Louise Hay, and I'm going to share 5 of my greatest lessons that I took from reading that book. Okay, the very first thing that I learned from reading You Can Heal Your Life was all about mirror work and the power of mirror work. So if you don't know what mirror work is, in essence, it is looking at yourself in the mirror, looking at your own eyes and saying beautiful affirmations or talking to yourself. Now, the reason why Louise Hay wrote about mirror work and shared so much about the pivotal work that she did is that we often ignore ourselves. We disregard ourselves. The mental chatter that we have inside of our head, the things that we're saying to ourselves when we look in the mirror are so mean, they're so unkind, and they're things that we would never dream of saying to our best friend or our mum or our sister. So mirror work is taking that moment to look yourself deep in the eyes, to say beautiful, positive affirmations, and to remind yourself that yes, you are loved, that you are whole, you are complete, and you are perfect as you are. The second thing that I learned from reading You Can Heal Your Life was all about inner child. So your inner child is that little boy, that little girl, that little person inside of you, that younger version of you that just needs to know that you are loved and you are safe. So often, even with the work that I do with clients through timeline therapy, whenever I do a process, we always want to know I'm good enough, I'm loved, and I'm safe. So when we can speak to our inner child, whether that's speaking in the mirror or writing a letter, there's so many different ways you can do inner child meditations. By really connecting to that inner child within you, it begins a really transformational healing process. Okay, number 3 is one of my favorite things that I learned from this book, and it's affirmations, positive affirmations. How to say them in the positive, in the present, so that they really are empowering. I always say that Louise Hay is the queen of affirmations. One of the first things that I did after reading the book was actually I would play her affirmations that are on YouTube. You can just Google Louise Hay affirmations. And I would get ready in the morning, do my hair, do my makeup, and just have these beautiful affirmations that were just like ringing in my ear and giving me that beautiful boost. There are so many ways that you can work with affirmations. They're a really big part of the things that I've done for myself and obviously for the work that I do with clients and what I teach in all my courses. But affirmations are so pivotal in the way that I have been able to really transform the way I think and feel about myself so that I can love myself unconditionally. Another key takeaway that I took from reading You Can Heal Your Life is the power of your language. And I know that that kind of links back to the points that I've already spoken about. It's so important for us to understand that every word that we speak is creating our reality. So our thoughts create our feelings create our actions. And so what we're seeing in our life, what we're creating in our life is all in response to the thoughts that we're thinking and the words that we're speaking. So if we're saying things like, oh, today sucks, or I'm so overwhelmed, or I've got so much to do, we're actually creating more of that. We're creating more of that stress and anxiety. Therefore, we're seeing more of that or being mirrored more of that into our reality. When we start to say, I can do this, I'm resourceful, I've got this. Today might, right now in this moment, I might not feel perfect, but I know I'm going to be okay. It just shifts your energy, which shifts the way that you show up for yourself. So if you can start to begin to be a little bit more conscious about the things that you're saying. I can't tell you how many times I've had a client that was like, oh, like I have a pain here, a pain in my neck or a pain in my shoulder. And I'm like, do you ever use the words like, this is a pain in my side, a thorn in my side, a pain in my neck? Our language really does have power. So just start being a little bit more conscious about the words that you're using, be a bit more selective, knowing that they really are shaping your reality. And my final key takeaway from the book was Louise herself only really began being, I guess, so prolific and sharing her message at a widespread way. I think You Can Heal Your Life has sold like 50 million copies worldwide. It's incredible. But she only started when she was like 50 years old. And up until when she passed away, she made a huge impact. So if she had thought to herself, it's too late, I'm too old, I can't do this, then we wouldn't have this huge movement, this beautiful self-love and self-development movement that I believe that Louise Hay really was such a pivotal part of. And even her publishing house, Hay House, has been yeah, so incredibly pivotal with the authors, the speakers, and the teachers that are now, shared through their platform. So I think that what it's taught me is that even I read that book at a time where I was changing my entire career. I was an assistant principal in a primary school. I had trained for it, my entire life, and I was like, can I really give this away? Can I really give everything that I know away and start again? And when I read that book and I realized that, yeah, you know what? It's never too late. You're never too old. So if there's a burning desire within you, if something doesn't feel right, just remember to choose your words correctly and remind yourself it's never too late. You can always start again. You can always begin to choose you. Okay guys, so I hope that now that I've shared with you the 5 key takeaways, the 5 biggest lessons that I took from reading You Can Heal Your Life, I hope that it inspires you to read it too. It's the one book that I recommend to all of my clients. I think it's such a beautiful way to get started on your personal development journey. And even if you're already on your path, I can reread that book. I can just open up to a single page and there's always a powerful message that I know I need to hear. So thanks so much for being here, guys. It means the world to me. Remember, you are worthy of living in your highest vibration, and I'll see you in the next video.